Thank you for that wonderful music. I'm very pleased to be here. This is to me precious. You're a gift to me as we are a gift to each other. Reverend Patrice asked me to speak about the Baha'i Faith, and I was compelled to touch at least on parallels and principles that exist between UUC and the Baha'i teaching principles. Love is the foundation of all principles. It is this very love that has inspired the UUC to produce the vision and a mission. Love is the strongest single force in the entire galactical universe. Love, this very love holds the entire universe together. It allows us all to be interconnected. Even the cells of our human body are held together by the bond of love. Had there not been love, we would not exist in whole and in unity. Your principles are cherished. I like them myself. And the 6 sources are absolutely fantastic. The Baha'i Faith has 12 principles. These principles embrace your vision and mission. It also has to offer a lot more to bring the entire globe, the entire humanity under one family. These powerful principles are looked upon by principles alone at this juncture. However, there are many dimensions to each and every one of these principles as humanity evolves. The Baha'i Faith, until love takes possession of the heart, no other divine bounty can be revealed in it. Love is the light that guideth in darkness, the living link that united God with man, that assureth the progress of every illumined soul. Love is the most great law that ruleth this mighty and heavenly cycle, the supreme magnetic force that directed the movements of the spheres in celestial realm. All sciences are subject to reason, rationale, logic, common sense, and the necessary faculties of test to prove every idea, every scientific discovery we make. Religion is subject to the same exact evaluation process. Religion must also be evaluated by the power of reason, logic, common sense, and the rationality of all the different tests for the fruits it must bring to humanity. If religion has no fruit, it should not even come. It must have fruit for humanity. This is the Baha'i community around the world. They have embraced the Baha'i Faith. Like you and I, they believe in unity, and Baha'i Faith offers a way for them to embrace the whole world. Has welcomed millions of people from all over the world, and the teachings of the Baha'i Faith are translated into over 1,000 languages and dialects. In 1992, the Baha'i Faith was named the second most widespread religion in the world, with Christianity being first. This was done by Encyclopedia Britannica. The teachings inspired the Baha'is to reach out to the peoples of all beliefs and customs, seeking friendship with them. One word expresses the ultimate goal of the Baha'i Faith: unity for everyone. Baha'is are all over the world in every hemisphere. This religion does not belong to any one country or any one nation. It belongs to human family. This picture represents a house of worship in India. Each house of worship is built by the funds of the Baha'i members only. No outside fund was used to produce it. It has 9 entry points, each entry point for the past 9 religions that have come about in the last 6,000 years. Each entry point has columns, and on each column inscribed the symbol of that religion, giving them a uniting umbrella for all humanity to stand under. This house of worship is in Australia. Baha'i teachings are based on the belief that there is only one creator. This and all other house of worship, though funded by the Baha'i members, is gifted to the entire humanity. This house of worship is also in Western Samoa. I think the picture has clipped away some of the writings. Baha'is are taught that the one creator has fashioned the universe for all of us to live in it. This house of worship is here in this country. This is in Illinois. Because we are a created entity, we cannot know our creator. Imagine if I had built this podium. How could this podium know me? It has no means to know me. At best, it can only see itself. In fact, it will do everything it can to deny me. This house of worship is also another gift to humanity. One house of worship will soon be in this area as well for us to take advantage. Humanity learns about the Creator from the teachings brought by messengers who have founded the religions, the system of religions. These messengers bring teachings and guidance that humanity needs to live together peacefully. This house of worship is in Western Samoa. It belongs to humanity. This house of worship is in Uganda. The goal of peace is not just ending war, but to bring justice, equity, peace of mind for all humanity. This beautiful house of worship is in Chile. The message is consistent, progressive, reflecting the growing level of maturity of the human race. The Creator is unknowable. The essence of the Creator cannot be known. We are asked, though, in the Baha'i Faith, to learn about our Creator, to know Him and to love Him. Whatever we call the Creator can become a source of disunity and conflict. Humanity, unfortunately, does that. Every group asserts their claim to the best name for the Creator. No one is right. Conflict over words is a sign of immaturity of the human race. It is more important to figure out what our Creator wants us to be. We are spiritual beings. We need to learn that about ourselves. The Creator of heaven and earth is totally unknowable. How can we get closer to this wonderful force? We ought to ask ourselves, how does the Creator communicate and connect with humanity? How can we make good decisions? To understand the Baha'is, it is more important to understand the progressive revelation. It means that our Creator has not stopped teaching us. He teaches us how to be a human being according to our capacity and grasp challenging truth in the time in which we live in. No one can inherit a faith or religion. It has to come to us in a progressive manner. All the religions of the past, from the time of Adam, for the last 6,000 years to the present day, where Baha'u'llah has revealed himself, have been progressive for humanity. However we want to look at this beautiful teaching process, we can look at it as one light shining from many lamps, each of the religions of the past. In fact, the symbol of the Baha'i Faith is a 9-pointed star, each point of the star representing the religions of the last 6,000 years, the last 9 manifestations of God. We need to separate ourselves from dogmas, superstition. Evaluate the religion on the basis of moderation, understanding. This scientific demonstration shows a water hose that you use to water your lawn or your flower bed. This hose has an inside diameter. At the center of this diameter, the water travels fastest. And as the water goes towards each of the side walls, it reduces. And at the walls, the water travels 0. That's extreme. At the extremes, human beings do not progress. Moderation in the middle range. In this area, maximum progress for humanity. Stay away from extremism, fanaticism, which puts us in the extremes. Each teacher brought a new chapter in the unfolding story of religion. Every new chapter moves human race to a higher, superlative state of existence. All religions look for a day when peace and justice will cover the earth. We've been told and promised from days bygone, they shall beat their swords into plowshares. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation. In the Lord's Prayer, it says, Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That's a gift to us. Baha'is believe that we are in the living, promised day. This is our day. After 6,000 years of revelations, finally human beings are of coming of age. We have the capacity and the means provided for us to discover truth and embrace each other in one global family. We are working, Baha'is are working together to make the planet Earth a much more just, peaceful, and loving world. It means that we are now able to conceive a world of prosperity and justice. Baha'u'llah, the founder of the faith, brought every challenging imperative that the worldwide Baha'i community is busy working on. What challenging truths were brought by Baha'u'llah? Baha'u'llah means glory of God. In his principles, he says we have one creator, one race. Religion is one progressive process. Each of the religions of the past have come in an unfolding manner in which we graduate, similar to our schooling years. We go from second to third to fourth and fifth, and so on. Religion, man and woman must be equal. Woman and man are equal. This has dimensions to be yet discovered, because the precious opportunity of the past age has lost this beautiful fruit. Independent investigation of truth is everybody's job. We can no longer inherit a religion. Universal, compulsory education for man, woman, and child, everyone. How will you investigate the truth unless you've got education, so you have the tools to investigate truth? And the extremes of poverty and wealth around the world. Harmony of science and religion is fundamental. They are inseparable. One cannot exist without the other. Establish world peace and justice. We need an auxiliary language, so everyone would learn this language as we go to east and west, as we go from country to country, land to land, city to city. We would speak this language as if we are entering our own town. We won't be a stranger. Service is the highest form of worship. Eliminate all sorts of prejudice, universal friendship and fellowship, spiritual solutions. We are spiritual beings. We've got spiritual solutions to end the economic injustice. A life dedicated to serving others. Get away from being center of self. Promote ever-advancing civilization. Baha'is are not naive. Transforming the world will take generations of work. We are promoting positive ideas that can push back on the despair and the disunity that characterizes contemporary thought. We focus on young people, awaken them to the possibilities that they can change their own lives and thereby move the world. Baha'u'llah tells us, "Ye are the fruits of one tree and the leaves of one branch. Deal ye one with another with utmost love and harmony, with friendliness and fellowship." All fruits of one tree, even though some of us are the nuts. O children of men, know ye not why we created you all from the same dust, that no one should exalt himself over the other? Ponder at all times in your hearts how ye were created. O son of spirit, the best beloved of all things in my sight is justice. Turn not away therefrom, if thou desirest me. By its aid thou shalt see with thine own eyes and not through the eyes of others. So powerful is the light of unity that it can illumine the whole earth. The world is but one country and mankind its citizens. Let not a man glory in that he loves his country. Let him rather glory in that he loves his kind. Let your actions cry aloud to the world, for it is actions that speak to the world and are the cause of progress of humanity. Therefore strive that your actions, day by day, may be a beautiful prayer. Let us pray. O God, refresh and gladden my spirit, purify my heart, illumine my powers. I lay all my affairs in thy hand. Thou art my guide and my refuge. I will no longer be sorrowful and grieved. I will be a happy and joyful being. O God, I will no longer be full of anxiety, nor will I let trouble harass me. I will not dwell on the unpleasant things of life. O God, thou art more friend to me than I am to myself. I dedicate myself to thee, O Lord. Thank you.